Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 34 of the Dear Herbalist Podcast titled Detoxification with Herbs. Now, in this episode, I'm going to address what is cleansing and detoxifying, why is it important, how does the body do it naturally, why do we even need it? All right, and then I'm also at the end going to talk about a plant therapy that is not often spoken of here in the United States, but it is a powerful and safe way to detoxify the body. All right. Now, before I get started, I have to say this. Okay. This is a disclaimer. Before embarking on any detox program, it is essential to consult a healthcare professional, top herbalist, especially if you have existing health conditions or you are pregnant or nursing. Okay, please note that detoxification practices may vary in effectiveness, and suitability for individual needs and results may vary depending on factors such as your diet, your lifestyle, your overall health status, if you're taking medications, yada, yada, yada. Also, always seek guidance from a qualified healthcare provider before beginning any detoxification regimen. All right, CYA, y'all. Let's get into this. What is cleansing and detoxifying? Cleansing and detoxifying refers to the process of removing toxins and impurities from your body to promote overall health and well-being. There are tons of methods out there to do it, but they include changing your diet. They include drinking water, herbal supplementation, fasting. There's different ways to cleanse and detoxify your body, but overall, it's all designed to support the body's natural detoxification mechanisms. Let me say that again. Detoxification and detoxifying the body is aimed to support your body's natural detoxification mechanisms. We're going to talk about those here in just a second. Now, I probably don't need to say this, but why is detoxification and cleansing the body systems and the body really important? Number one, environmental toxins. Okay, there are toxins all over in our air, blowing around. I'm sure you guys sometimes see the smog and the smoke, the overhang. I mean, it's just getting a little crazy out here with all of that, but I'm sure you guys see that. Another thing is processed foods. I cannot stress that enough. You become a bag flipper, start flipping over those bags and look at all those chemicals and things that are in your food. If it doesn't say apple, banana, carrot juice, that kind of stuff, like stuff you can actually recognize, 9 times out of 10, it is processed. If it's in a bag, a box, it's processed probably. Okay, it has to go through a facility. Maybe additives were involved to enhance flavor and taste, maybe coloring and all this stuff. Everything that they have to add to our food in order to make it palatable or attractive to us involves a process. And in that process, it kills the natural elements of the food. All right. So by the time our body gets it, it's like, okay, I can recognize the cells of apples and bananas and all that comes from the ground. What is this? Okay. What's red dye number 40? I can't do anything with this. It's a foreigner. It's got to go. All right. So keep those things in mind. What are some other things on the body? Stressors. This oftentimes people don't think about this because stressors can often burden the body's detoxification organs. Okay. All of these things can lead to a buildup of toxins in the body as well as impair their ability to function. Okay. I'm sure you guys often heard how they say fear sits at the seat of the kidneys. So if you have a lot of, kidney issues, bladder, that's why when kids get afraid, their bladder releases, right? So think about those things, right? It's an interesting read. It's an interesting study. Emotions and stressors also can burden the body's detoxifying organs. So this is the reason why detoxification and cleansing is very important. All right. Now, supporting the body's natural detoxification mechanisms is crucial for maintaining optimal health and preventing chronic disease. So what you're essentially doing by constantly eating, processed foods, putting toxins on top of your skin through body products and things like that, you're overstressed, all of these things, what you're doing is building dis-ease or building imbalances in the body. Okay, over time through not helping your body get rid of these things, you are continuously building. And then at the end of that is a manifestation of some sort of illness or disease or imbalance in the body. Okay, so when you cleanse the body and you detoxify the body, you'll have more energy. Your digestion will be functioning well. You'll have a strong immune system, and it'll reduce your risk for these various health issues. Because what you're doing by detoxifying is that you're supporting the organs that eliminate the toxins, so that as you may be ingesting them, okay, because sometimes, especially through our environment, it's hard for us not to be exposed to these toxins, right? But our body is strong enough to deal with it. But how we hurt it is that we're adding more toxins via our mouth or via what we put in our skin or what we wash our clothes with, right? So we are giving the body more toxins faster than it's able to eliminate them. So what it does is it starts to compartmentalize things. It starts to put things in cysts, right? It starts to put things in tumors, okay? So that it protects the body or the bloodstream from the poisons of that particular toxin. So oftentimes, a lot of these clinical diseases or disorders are nothing more than the body's mechanism to try to get rid of the overload of toxins that are in the body. All right. So we want to make sure that we cleanse and detoxify the body, support these elimination organs. It is very important. Now, a lot of you may ask, those that know and some that don't, doesn't the body do this naturally? The body has innate detoxification mechanisms, primarily involving our liver, kidneys, colon, lungs, and our skin. All of these work so that they can help eliminate the toxins from our body. However, like I explained to you before, if you have a poor diet, you live in an environmentally polluted area, stress, unhealthy lifestyle habits, these can kind of overwhelm and impair these natural detoxification processes. So the elimination organs, also known as the excretory organs, are responsible for removing the waste and the toxins, right, from the body. So let's look at these organs a little closer. Let's start with your liver. All right. Now, your liver is the body's primary detoxification organ. And what it does is it filters out toxins from your blood. It metabolizes medications, basically processes them, break them down. All right. Medications and chemicals. All right. It produces bile, which helps aid in digestion and removal of the waste products from the body. Let's look at the kidneys. The kidneys filter waste products and excess fluids from the blood, and they build all that together to form urine, which is then excreted from the body. They also help regulate your electrolyte balance, your blood pressure, and your red blood cell production. So see how important that is? Next, let's look at your colon, which is your large intestine. Now, the colon is responsible for eliminating solid waste from the body in the form of stool. And so what it does is it absorbs water and electrolytes from the food that is digested, okay? And then the waste products are expelled through your bowel movements. This is important, and this is the reason why you have to make sure you have regular bowel movements. Okay, a lot of people, they hear that all the time, and they're like, well, why is that important? They said you should poop 5 times a day, 3 times a day. You need to have a bowel movement every day because you want to make sure that the foods and the things that you're eating and the waste, okay, that is going through your body is being processed. It needs to be out of your body. Get it out of there. All right? So that you don't put the toxins back through your bloodstream because it's built up so much you're impacted. All right? Another thing, an organ of excretion, right, is your lungs. So the lungs eliminate carbon dioxide, which is a waste product of cellular metabolism. And this is through respiration. When we breathe in, we breathe out. Okay. They also play a role in removing volatile toxins and airborne pollutants from the body. These are the things that we breathe in from our air. Like I said, if you live in an area of high pollution, and you may not live in an area of high pollution, but if you just look above you and you see, planes spraying stuff in the sky and all this other craziness, you're breathing that stuff in, right? Spores, mold, all of that kind of stuff, right? So your lungs play a role in help removing these things from the body. Okay. Your skin. Now the skin acts as a barrier against toxins and other microorganisms, which are the little small things like your fungi, your bacteria, those type of things. All right. But it also eliminates waste products through sweating. So your sweat glands excrete water, electrolytes, and small amounts of metabolic waste products, helping regulate your body's temperature and removing toxins. That's why in some countries you see a lot of people that go into saunas and things like that. They're help supporting their skin by, they're detoxifying their skin by sweating. Okay, and helping the body rid itself of those waste products. All right. And the other organ of elimination is your lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system is a network of vessels and lymph nodes that helps remove waste. So it's like your body's trash can, right? Your body's waste management system. So it helps remove the waste, your toxins, okay, from the body. And all of these little organs work together to help rid the body of the waste products and maintain internal balance. So this is the reason why you want to support their function by making sure that you're hydrated, by making sure that you repair any damage to these organs, making sure that you have nutritional support, okay, minerals and vitamins and stuff needed so that these organs can function how they were designed to function. These things are all important when it comes to detoxification, as well as making sure that you are in good health, right? Which is a proper balance of all of the body's systems, okay, including spirit, soul, and body. That is health. So you ask me, well, why does the body need it? If we already went through the organs and we've got organs to do all this, then why do we need to cleanse and detoxify ourselves? Why can't we just rely on the body systems to do that? Well, despite the body's natural detoxification mechanisms, right, modern lifestyles and environmental factors can lead to accumulation of toxins. Like I explained before, you are essentially building disease. So you are ingesting toxins through the body faster than the body can eliminate them, because everything in the body is a process. Okay, there's no happenstance. Everything is a process. It's organized. It has a system in terms of how it does things, from the time you put food in your mouth, or from the time things land on your skin, or you breathe it in your lungs. It goes through a process. Okay, and just like any other process, all right, if you have a sync or a rhythm to that process, right? If, let's say, you have a steady cadence to that process, but all of a sudden somebody comes in and picks that cadence up, it's almost like an assembly line or something, and they start dumping more stuff faster than you can actually eliminate it, then things are going to start to get clogged up, right? Things are going to start to get backed up. Things are going to start to layer on top of each other. And so that is the same thing with our body. We haven't learned yet how to work in sync with our bodies. We haven't learned yet how to get rid of our addictions and things like that, so that we can work in sync and give our body only what it needs and no more. How we just eat for that moment in time and nothing more. You know what I mean? And especially in our society here in the United States, we are the snack capital, I believe, of the world. Snack, 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 snack. Right? We are snacktastic out here. So despite these natural methods that our body has already, okay, we are accumulating toxins at a rate faster than the body can eliminate them. That's why you see a high rate of cancers and diabetes and a lot of our systems, kidneys and all this being thrown off, because we're overloading our systems. All right. So that's why we have to cleanse and detoxify the body, because cleansing and detoxifying support the body's innate processes by helping the body to eliminate these accumulated toxins and promote overall wellness. All right. Plant-based remedies play a huge role in supporting the detoxification process and can provide additional benefits beyond what the body can achieve naturally. So the plants interact with the body by either speeding up a process that might be sluggish, or it'll slow down a process that was triggered to work too fast. Okay. Like I explained before, plants are designed to fill in the gaps to help support the body. Right? I always use the analogy of the toddler in the bathroom. They're trying to brush their teeth. They can't reach the sink. So mom and dad goes and gets a stool and says, here you go, puts the stool in front of the sink. The toddler can hop on top of the stool and go ahead and brush their teeth. The stool, okay, in this analogy is the plants. The mom or pop is the herbalist. Okay. So we take the stool, which is the plants, put it up under the body or within the body, right? So that the body can do what it's designed to do. It may have slowed down a process because the toxins are just too much. So we need to help that body by cleaning out that process and then speed that process up a little bit so that the body can get like a little jump start to do what it needs to do. This is why plants are important and not synthetic materials, because it's natural, it's bioavailable, which means that the body already recognizes and knows what to do with it as soon as it hits the body. It's not foreign to the body. So it knows its purpose, why it's there, what it's designed to do, and it allows the plant to do what it needs to do. All right? So this is why plant medicine is important. Now, let me give you some important points, okay, about detoxifying and cleansing the body. Now, detoxification must occur at the cellular level in order to be effective, because this is the deepest level of the body. And so within our cells lies the foundation of our health and vitality. And by cleansing and detoxifying at this level, we support the body's cellular function, which optimizes the different metabolic processes that go on within our body, as well as enhancing cellular repair mechanisms that are within our cells. Okay, so this is the deepest level that we can get to in order to help restore the body and get it back to its normal level of functioning. And this ensures that we're able to function as we were designed to function. So by nurturing our cells with proper nutrition, hydration, and herbal support, we can unlock the body's innate ability to purge out the toxins that we ingest on a daily basis, as well as to rejuvenate our body from within. So the cellular level is the most important part. You want to make sure your cells are clean so that they can work together. If you look at your hand, you're looking at hundreds of thousands of trillions of cells. If you look at your eyes, if you look at your feet, if you look at your organs, right? They are made up of hundreds of thousands of trillions of cells. So if you are detoxifying your cells and making your cells healthy, thus you are making those organs and the body healthy. All right. So that's the reason why it has to occur at the cellular level and not just some surface level detox. Okay. Number 2, cleansing and detoxifying should be looked at as a process. Like I explained before, it is a process. All right. It's not just popping back one drink and we're done. No, even if you did drink that detoxifying drink, it has to go through a process within the body and before it can be received or accepted into the body system, right? There's a breaking down that happens, and then the body chooses what it wants to get and throws out the rest. Now, before embarking on a fast of any kind, I always say first, clean out the organs of elimination that we talked about before. You can also call them the detoxifying organs as well, if that helps you remember it. Okay. But you don't want to do just, let's say I'm going to do a 30-day fast or a 30-day detox and thus overload the already loaded organs. Okay. So step 1, make sure that you support the organs. Go through each organ and detoxify them first. Okay. Strengthen those organs. Take herbs that support the organs and restore and nourish those organs first. That way, when you get ready to do, let's say your 3-day fast or your 30-day detox program, juice fast, or whatever you might be doing, okay, these organs are amped up. They are ready to go. Let's go. Let's detoxify. Let's support. Okay. But if you haven't done that, you haven't cleaned out your colon, you haven't done these other things, all you're doing as the body starts releasing the toxins, from the organs and other things into your bloodstream, it's just going to go back. Let's say there was a lot. Let's say you're a large person. Okay. The toxins that were hidden in your fat cells. Now you're throwing that out there. So now the body has to deal with that as well. In addition to it's already struggling to reduce your toxic load from what's already in there. Okay. So first, clean out your organs of elimination before you do any type of detoxification program. Okay. You don't want to overload the body and cause initial and further damage. Okay. The other key thing to that point that I do want to point out as well, focus on herbs. When I talk about cleaning out each organ, okay, focus on herbs that have an affinity to that organ. So essentially, let me give you an example of that. So for example, dandelion. Dandelion root especially has an affinity towards the kidneys, meaning that it has a liking to the kidneys, meaning that once it hits the kidneys, it maximizes its benefits there towards the kidneys more than any other organ in the body. Okay? So when you're looking for herbs to help with your kidneys or your organs or your lungs or whatever it may be, make sure that that herb has an affinity towards that particular organ. That's how you know that it's going to work. And you can do some basic research on that. All right, now number 3, don't jump on any fad cleanses or detoxification programs. Some of these programs can be dangerous and really don't detox a darn thing. Okay? It's just about, hey, drink this special juice or drink this special tea. Be careful with that kind of stuff, because with detoxification, like I said before, you have to make sure that you are not re-toxifying the body. That's really important. So have a process. Again, go in sync with your body. Have a process. Let's start with those organs first. Get them straight, cleansed, purified before we start opening up other parts of the body and throwing toxins out into our bloodstream, thus overburdening those organs. Okay? And typically, you want to, if you're doing a detox of any kind, okay, or let's say you're just trying to work on specific organs of the body, then I would recommend, this is just me, you might want to consider only eating maybe fruits or vegetables, or even if you're brave, water. I've done some water fasts. So if you're really brave, right? But you want to make sure that you are not overloading your colon and you're allowing your body to heal and repair and do what it needs to do. I'm just going to say this right here. Okay. I know a lot of herbalists and I know a lot of people out there, everybody is afraid to get sued because people are trying to sue people for every little thing. And rather than taking some personal responsibility and saying, hey, I did listen to that person and I just jumped out there and did what they said. I didn't do my own research. I didn't fact check. I didn't do any of that. I just jumped out there and did what they said without doing my own research. I got harmed. And now it's because of you. I want to sue you. Right? Let me just say this. Okay? And go research it. Anything that I say, go research it. Okay? But nothing, and I mean nothing, is more powerful than help healing and restoring the body than fasting. Nothing. Okay? If you fast, and of course you have your herbs to support the body's processes as well, cleaning the body and all that, there is nothing. You can heal diseases, disorders, imbalances, all of that through the power of fasting alone. Okay? Now, I'm not saying go do it, right? I'm not saying go do it. Do your research on that. But for those out there of my people who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, just check into it. Just do some research and make your own decisions up on that. But I'm just going to leave that right there. All right. Now, like I said, cleaning out your colon is an important process in the detoxification program. So start here. Okay. Most illnesses and diseases start in your gut. Why? Because as toxins start to get impacted, your body's not able to eliminate what it's already broken down and all of that. It's kind of centralized the toxins in your gut. What happens is it starts to seep from your gut into your bloodstream, causing you more issues. Okay? Ulcerative colitis. All right? Stomach issues. So cleaning out your colon is very, very important. Start there. Now, if you are a heavy smoker or drinker, cleansing the lungs and liver and repairing them should be included in your detoxification program. If you have really dark, smelly urine, prone to kidney infections, a lot of heat in your kidneys, sometimes you can feel the heat in your body. Take time to sit down with your body and just listen to it. Where is the heat in your body? Right? Sometimes people, they just overlook it because they're running, they're on the go, and they don't have we talked about rest already, right? So you need to have some stillness time and listen to your body. Listen to what it tells you. Some of you guys may feel the heat in your knees or feel the heat in your kidneys or in the liver. You may feel these things. Okay? That is an issue that needs to be addressed. So make sure that you are cleaning out these organs. It's saying to you, help, I'm hot, I'm overheated, I'm overworked, I need help. Okay? Pay attention to those markers. And I may do a podcast on that, how to decode what the body is saying to you through various things. So if y'all want to hear that, put a comment in there and say, hey, let's talk about that too. All right. Now, like I said before, I would start with the organs that you know are in trouble and move towards cleansing the others after that. Okay? But be sure that you understand which organs that you have issues with. If you don't, start with the colon and move forward from there. Liver, kidneys, lungs, all of that. It can't hurt to detox everything, but you want to make sure you start with the organs that you know you're having issues with via paying attention to the signs. Okay, like I said, if you have wheezing in the throat, a lot of respiratory issues, then you already know your lungs is going to need that support. All right. Tissue repair, number 8. Tissue repair can take weeks or months, so take this into consideration. Okay, it's not just a thing of detoxing for 2 days and that's it. You want to give the body some time. As you support it, it will heal itself. So you may start, let's say, like a mini detox program, let's say for 30 days or something, where you're doing just fruits and vegetables, and you're also working on strengthening your elimination organs, right? Then after that, you're like, you know what? I kind of like how this goes. So I may stick with the fruits and vegetables and maybe just add fish, but that's it. No processed foods, no fast foods, no bagged foods, none of that stuff. I'm just going to keep working from there and drinking my herbal teas to kind of help support my body even further and strengthen areas where it needs to work. That is a program in and of itself. Okay? But you want to allow your body time. So don't just think you can do a 20-day program or a 10-day program. It's like, yep, I'm clean. Let me go back to eating junk. I was about to name a business. I don't want to do that. I don't want nobody coming for me. I'm going to get me that fat burger, okay? I'm going to get, me a bag of chips with all the red dye number 40s and blues, number 10s and all this other kind of stuff. You're hurting yourself, okay? You're hurting yourself. And number 9, you want to exercise patience. If you want the long-term results, take your time. Detoxify your organs, reduce and eliminate toxins in what you're eating, what you're drinking, the body care products you're putting on your body, household products, okay? And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are like, well, what do we do then? What do we do? The ultimate solution is this, okay? Only eat bioavailable foods, meaning that you know where your food is coming from. If you eat meats, you know where your meats is coming from. Fruits, vegetables, you know where they're coming from. Start a garden. If you can't, put some money out there and go out to these places where these people are growing food. Offer, if your neighbor got some, hey, give you $10, let me get some tomatoes. Okay? Stop making excuses. It doesn't have to be that hard. I can't tell you how many herbal product makers we have out here in these streets that are struggling to sell their products. And these are natural products. Skincare products and all that. Now, some people, it may be pricing and all that. I get that. Okay. But there's a lot of people out here making products within your budget, in your price range, that is good products. I'm talking about laundry, soap, body care products. Okay. So support these people. The other thing, if you have a gym membership, go to the gym, work out. All right. Help the body move these toxins. If they have a sauna, go to the sauna. Help your body sweat out these toxins. We have to get more active out here in these streets. That's really the ultimate solution. Knowing what you're putting in your body, okay? Your kids like gummies, find a natural form of the gummies so that they don't have to have the colors and the artificial sugars and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, it's about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to be in good health? How bad do you want your child off that ventilator? How bad do you want to get out of the hospital bed? How bad do you want a good quality of life? And when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you're going to make that change. And ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. They ain't going to be able to offer you a candy bar or nothing. You know what, man? I'm straight. I don't need that Grey Goose. I'm good. I don't need this. I don't need that. You know what? That pie looks amazing, but I flipped over that package. There's so many chronicana cryptolites on the back of there. I'm good, bro. I don't need no pie. Okay? Everything Cook real food. Eat real food. The body knows what to do with it. I'm not saying don't have you a little pie here and there. But is grandma not making pies no more? From scratch? That's what you need. You need that good, wholesome grandma pie from scratch. Because you know what's in there. Nothing wrong with that every now and again. The body can handle that. But we are overloading it with snacks and treats and stress. You're carrying too much stress. You're trying to take care of stuff that you can't handle. You need to pray and give that to the Most High. Cast your cares, like I told you guys during the rest series. At night, before you go to bed, you need to pray. You need to journal. Every concern that you have of that day, of that year, of that month, get it out of your head. Because the body is carrying it. It is keeping the score. And if write it down. If it's something that you absolutely have no control over, and especially if that includes another individual, then you pray, you give them to the Most High, and you keep it pushing. Even if it's a child, it don't matter who it is. Spouse. Because sometimes they grab our heartstrings, right? But you have to put them in the hands of the Most High, and you have to keep moving because it involves your health. And what you don't want to do is get to the point to where your health is now being impacted because of stress. You'll go to the doctor over and over again, and they'll be like, oh, we can't figure it out. Your blood is normal. This is normal. That's normal. Everything seemed to be normal. I don't know what's going on. But you tucking over the fact that you have been mulling over your wayward son or your wayward daughter. Or let's say somebody's, in the hospital and you've been stressed. Let's say you're working 5 jobs to feed 6 kids. You stress. Because there are some doctors out there that don't take that into consideration. But guess what? The body does. So a part of your detox program needs to be a stress reduction program. How do you handle your stress? You need to go out and work out, rest, paint, draw, play the violin. Even if you are a doctor, you might be listening to this. You may be working 80 hours a week, 200 hours a week, whatever it is. Go play the violin or something. Stress reduction is important because it plays a huge role on the body's body and all of its organ systems, especially your cardiovascular system and your heart. A lot of these issues, if there could be a diagnosis for it, it's a broken heart. It is unresolved issues, bitterness, forgiveness, unforgiveness, malice. Okay? Sin. A lot of these issues, you know what I mean? You hate that person. You secretly hate yourself. Okay? Remember, we're spirit, soul, and body, so we can't leave that stuff out. So detoxification includes all of that. You've got to detoxify your mind. Because if you don't, then you have issues of your digestive system, which is what? You are not able to digest and process the issues that you might be dealing with that are mental issues. Okay? Don't set unrealistic goals. Don't set unrealistic expectations on yourself or anyone else. Allow yourself some time to breathe and be easy on yourself. You've had a hard life. Life has not always been so good for you. So you got to be easy on yourself. You may not have been given the tools. You may have to relearn some things. You may have to unlearn some things. Be easy on yourself. Because change is not easy, but it's necessary. You slip and fall, you go back and you grab that burger and you know you didn't need it. All right, get back up the next day and do it differently. But don't stress yourself through this process. Don't rush yourself through this process. Accept every bit of love that you get on this journey, a little bit of pain on this journey. It's all a part of your journey. So you want to make sure that you exercise patience with yourself and with the process. All right. Now, in closing, let's look at some plant therapy, okay, that I want to recommend to help you detoxify your body. This plant therapy is called gemmotherapy. Now, gemmotherapy utilizes extracts from embryonic tissues of plants, particularly the buds, the young shoots, as well as the rootlets. And it uses this to support the various physiological processes in the body. Okay. Now, to date, there are over 58 gemmos that help various parts of the body. And the what's happening is that the plant tissues are soaked in a glycerin, and you can take them as drops in water. which is good. And it's not even nasty, which is important as well sometimes. Okay. And you can also even use it for your children. So let's look at some of the gemmotherapy, and you can get this stuff online. This product is definitely widely used in Europe. Okay. It's not so much here. It's definitely widely used in Europe. I've used these products. Okay. And it's called gemmotherapy elements. All right. So let's look at for the liver. So for the liver, the gemmo that you can use is called the black currant. And it supports the liver detoxification by stimulating bile production and enhancing the eliminations of toxins from your liver. With the kidneys, you can use birch, and this acts as a diuretic to promote kidney function and increase urine production, aiding in the elimination of toxins from the kidneys. For your colon, you can use fig. And this helps regulate bowel movements and support colon health by promoting regularity and facilitating the removal of waste and toxins from your intestines. For your lungs, you can use lungwort. Okay, this supports respiratory health and helps expel toxins from your lungs by promoting basically the expiration. So it's like removing the gunk from your lungs, but also soothing irritated lung tissues. Next is your skin. So you can use blackthorn for that. It supports skin detoxification by promoting circulation and lymphatic drainage, aiding in the removal of metabolic waste and toxins from your skin. Okay. And there are, like I said, there's over 55 different gemmos. All right. And these also help regenerate skin cells. Okay. They help regenerate cells of the various elimination organs that we had just talked about. So look into it. Okay. These gemmotherapy elements can be taken as glycerin macerates, okay, or diluted in water, and use them according to the recommended dosage, which is always on the box, and use it to your specific needs. What I like about gemmos is that it also has a recommendation for cleaning out all systems of the body, okay, which is very, very important. So at the end of the day, take in consideration using plants to detoxify your body. The body can understand the plants. It knows what to do with it once it hits the system. All right. Give your colon a break. So try to, first of all, clean out your colon. And during any detoxification program, allow your colon and your body to rest so that it can heal and do what it needs to do. And then try not to eat heavy foods during that time or toxic foods. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fresh water. All right. So detoxify today. This is spring. This is the season for it. Enjoy the body, love the body, help heal the body, because it is just as much your responsibility to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. All right. So if you like what you heard, please stay tuned for more informative videos. Follow me on all social media sites at The Demystified Herbalist. Head on over to my website at thedemystifiedherbalist.square.site to grab some much needed health products and literature. And until next time, family, I'm out.